And you're back with us at Hockenheim. Mika Häkkinen will start the German Grand Prix on pole. Britain's David Coulthard right there alongside him. We've seen that before. But Tony Jardine, another really good session. And Damon Hill, as we suggested right at the start, he's in the mix.
Fantastic performance, and at one point he was up to third place. This was in fact in the Jordan with this uprated Mugen Honda engine here, taking third place temporarily. But into the Nord curve there, Damon says that the car feels good. The tyres have improved tremendously, and there is a rumour that Goodyear may still do that U-turn and stay in the sport for next year. That would be good for Jordan, it'd be good for Damon Hill, and I'm sure when Eddie Jordan's in here with us tomorrow, we'll have trouble shutting him up.
Yeah, of course, Damon Hill up there in fifth. Ralf Schumacher's got the second, Jordan in fourth place here, and we've also seen the return to the sharp end for Williams here.
Yeah, no, it's interesting, this one, because Williams first made these major changes to their car at Monza, of course, a high-speed track just like it is here at Hockenheim. Now you can see the car really working well. All those changes have been made to the suspension, the longer wheelbase, the aerodynamics of the car. This is the first time that they've come onto a fast circuit in anger and really feeling the benefit of all those mechanical and aerodynamic changes. And there's no one better than Jacques Villeneuve to attack, to fight, to go to the edge and throw it over the curbs. Now he got temporarily on pole, but right behind him, fractions of a second later, came David Coulthard. He got the pole, but right behind him there in the background, coming across the start-finish line, Mika Häkkinen, bang, straight back onto pole position. Incredible performance by McLaren and by Mercedes in front of this huge German crowd, in front of all the directors of Mercedes-Benz. They really do want to win their home Grand Prix, and I think they've got a very good chance of this tomorrow. Häkkinen is in fantastic form.
Yeah, absolutely. As Murray's been saying, Mercedes haven't won here since Fangio back in 1954. We saw one or two spectacular offs this morning. There was another one in the qualifying session, and Takagi and the Tyrrells were involved again.
Yes, it was unfortunate because Ricardo Rosset went off this morning at the Nord curve here, as did Teranosuke Takagi. Now, it's a shame for this guy, but let's look. The gravel doesn't really slow him down that much, but the tyres do a great job. There are 3 layers of the tyres in front of the barrier. They cushion the blow, and that's very effective in arresting the speed of that car. We have to question, as Professor Sid Watkins has, whether gravel actually slows the cars down. They're looking at perhaps putting tarmac down, abrasive tarmac, to slow the cars further than the gravel there. But unfortunate for Tyrrell and Takagi. No more testing for them this year, so the guys, got problems.
Big impact, that one. Well, both Jordans right up there at the sharp end for the German Grand Prix. Let's have a word with Eddie Jordan. They've had some tough old times this season. He talks now to Louise Goodman.
Thanks. Thank you. Eddie, just seen you giving the thumbs up to Damon Hill. Pleased with that result?
Yeah, I think that was a good result, really, bearing in mind that where we are and where we've come from in the last couple of races. 4th and 5th is probably a very competitive package in terms of the Jordan team. It shows that there's consistency, not alone with the engine and the car, but the drivers are also in a fairly buoyant frame of mind, and that's good for the team because we've come off the back of 2 races where we've scored points, and now we want to really maximise on that.
And they always go pretty well at this circuit. Well, David Coulthard, I mean, he's up there on the front row, and he'll probably be reasonably happy with that, but it might even have been pole position if he hadn't had a problem late in the session, Tony.
Yeah, it could well have been. I mean, he's been strong all weekend, and he's been right up there at the top of the timesheets. But he took the spare car after this, but I think he spared the blushes of Mercedes-Benz and against the hierarchy here, because he pulled off. Clearly there was the smoke from the back of the engine, something had gone wrong, and he was thinking about Monte Carlo. His engine blew up in Monte Carlo, it let him down. He's probably thinking again, oh goodness, why does it always happen to me? But he got back and he went out in the spare, and at least he's on the front row of the grid.
Okay, well, Michael Schumacher will start from 9th position tomorrow. He's chatting to James.
Michael, you must be very disappointed. You gave it everything at the end there.
Oh yeah, naturally I'm disappointed. It's the wrong moment to be in position 9, no doubt about that, but we had a difficult pre-practice session this morning, once because of a mistake by myself and once because of a mechanical mistake and problem. It meant I only did 3 laps this morning. Doesn't help, but it's not the main reason. I mean, Eddie is 1.4 seconds off the front. It should not be the case. But we are, so we have to find out and work and work and work.
few worried frowns from thousands of German supporters around us. You can never write that guy off, but he's made it very difficult for himself.
Yeah, but the other thing is, he's way behind brother Ralphie in front of the home audience. I mean, it'll be a real discussion around the breakfast table again tomorrow morning after their great dice in Austria, where Ralph is improving and gaining so much momentum and confidence. But there is a big problem there with the Ferrari. I think part of it is they've swapped from the long wheelbase car to go back to the shorter car. There are some huge technical imbalances on that car. The power, if you look at their speed on the straight, is good. The handling is dire.
Now, any thoughts that Jacques Villeneuve might slacken off and take things easy because he's on his way to British-American racing next season have gone out of the window here?
They have gone on the window, but it's even more remarkable because what Frank Williams is saying and what the team will do, if you knew your driver was leaving and going to a rival team, especially a new team, you're going to restrict the amount of information that is passed to your driver. Now, there will be restricted amount of testing, probably no testing at all for Jacques Villeneuve now, but yet here he is doing a great job, just showing what a fighter he is, what an individual he is. He'll never say die. He's absolutely, look at that, up on the curbs and getting a big twitch on. Supreme, that's his best qualifying position of the year.
Okay, to David Coulthard now, shall we? David has been chatting to Alistair Watkins at the press conference.
Well, Mika. Well, David, you're probably quite pleased to be second, especially as you had a bit of a problem towards the end of the practice there.
Yeah, no, obviously I was aware that Jacques was doing some quick times, so there was always the risk, and if I didn't get out or didn't get a chance to improve, that he could pit me. In the end, it's extremely close, but I think, you know, second, I still have a good chance to have a good race from there.
Have you any idea?
And let's hope he does have a good race at the German Grand Prix here tomorrow afternoon. Bit coming up for you this afternoon, the Murray and Martin Show, F1 special, at home with Alexander Wurz and Martin Brundle. He's been sort of snooping around the motorhomes as well. That's 5 o'clock this afternoon. As we've been saying, tomorrow, Eddie Jordan had a great day today, the Jordans. He's with us in the studio for our build-up to the German Grand Prix at 12:20 tomorrow. And our highlights of the German Grand Prix are at 10:45 tomorrow night. You be sure to join us here on race day tomorrow afternoon. Bye-bye.
If you would like to know more about Formula One, the website address sponsored by F1 Racing Magazine is www.itv-f1.com.